Good morning. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode. That's right, I'm not worried about this. This is what I was hoping would happen. Here comes the alarm. Welcome to another exciting episode of Tea with GaryVee. I am GaryVee. This is episode 78. Welcome. Everybody on social. I see you on Instagram, everybody. Garden Oma, Ballard, Marion, Mika, Funny Bunny, I see you. Anna, I could see you. Rick says, people say, can you guys hear me now? I like Tibbs, I like Formula One cards. Can you guys hear me over there on TikTok? Daniel Ortiz, Michelle, okay, good. Then Ken, Artem, Jinjin, Daniel on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. Everybody, look at your screen right now if you're on my social. You see a huge yellow line that says GaryVee.com/whatnot. You see a huge line. That means you need to come over here to Whatnot. Everybody here on Whatnot, great to see you. If this is the first time you're on Whatnot, let me know. Let me know, Dan. Let me know. Aaron, I'm ready. Ooh, some first timers. Raymond, Joe Knows, Willie B. All right,
I got a question from George. I have a seasonal Christmas lighting installation business. The only time I post is during the season. How would I build a business during the off season while it's at a standstill? Do I keep posting content? And if I do, what kind of content do I need to create?
The number one thing that seasonal businesses make a mistake is they think that the only time they should be seasonal is when it's in season. I don't know if you know this about Christmas, but people really fucking love it. And they're thrilled with content in February and April and July. They may not act on it, but the awareness of it is real. In fact, one of the great things I ever did for my father's business when I was a kid, when I was 18, I convinced my dad that we should be running direct mail and print ads in July and August, and he thought it was crazy. It was funny, I remember this moment vividly. He so believed in me at this point because I'd worked there for 4 years and shown all my skills. Thank you, everybody who's picking up a mug. Yes, you are on Whatnot, so you are able to get look at that black hat, a Y2K mug, which is in the store. I see a lot of you picking it up. Thank you so much. He kind of was like, that's crazy. But then he was like, I trust you. And it crushed. Do you know why, Aaron? Because nobody else was marketing in July and August. So think about it this way. If everybody during Christmas time for wine, if there's 1 million people ready to buy, but there's 1,000 stores pounding those people, versus in July, if there's only 300,000 people ready to buy wine, but only one person is pounding them. If this gentleman does Christmas year round, he's not competing with anybody else because all the other Christmas people are bozos too and think they shouldn't be marketing in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So yeah, I'm Christmas 24/7. If you do pool cleaning, I'm doing that in the winter. I'm making content, and I'm making content like, hey, in the winter, this is what could happen that fucks up your pool. Like, I just think people are completely lost. Will it do as well? No, but will you be top of mind when it comes back around? Yes. Thank you. Everybody, this is Tea with GaryVee. You need to get over to it. I see so many. Instagram, I see you specifically. Mr. Todd, Abobes, Nate the Great. I need all of you to go to GaryVee.com/whatnot right now. I'm going to teach you live social shopping. It's going to change your world. G Money on TikTok, get over here. Next question, Aaron. You guys ready, Aaron?
Yes, I'm ready. This is a question.
Sid was distracting.
This is a question from James. I started working for my family's roofing business 6 years ago, and we've had massive growth. Although almost all of our growth has been because of social media videos, trying a new idea is still like pulling teeth with my dad who owns the business. I have a lot of resentment because I'm 37 now, and I feel like I'm in too deep to start something new. Should I cut and move on, or just stay the path and hope one day he finally sees the value?
Cut and move on. I live this life. I left at 34. Now, my dad let me do everything. The problem was he let me do everything, and I built a huge business, and he owned the business, and I was getting paid nothing. So my resentment was slightly different. And in hindsight, it was like, I'm so glad I did it. Like, was that not recording the whole time?
We have a recording.
Got it. You know what I mean? Like, if he's resenting, he should move on. He's not in too deep. You're never in too deep. You're never in too deep on a job. You're never in too deep on a business partnership. You're never in too deep on a business idea. You're never in too deep on a relationship. I love when people are like, am I too deep? What's his name? James, you're 37 years old. If God willing, James dies at 87, which I would argue would be too young for someone who's 37 today, given modern medicine. He's living for another 50 years. Can we, I'm very upset about this in too deep thing. Everybody's like, I can't, yesterday, that lady I got pissed at, if you noticed her question, she's like, I'd be giving up everything I've done. She's only worked there for 7 years. James, you're 37, you're not in too deep. I talked to, this is real, by the way. I talked to like a family member's friend, an 81-year-old woman, over the holidays. She divorced her husband of 60 years. This is real. She divorced her husband of 60 years, and she was hyped about her life. And she didn't, like, I won't go in deeper, but she didn't think she was in too deep to a 60-year-old marriage she was actually 79, 58 years into a marriage at 69 years old. She didn't think she was so deep. She was now living her life. She was no longer in a suppressed marriage. She was seeing the world. She was seeing her side of the family. She was hanging with her kids. She didn't think she was too deep. The fuck is too deep? So many of you this morning are not jumping to your happiness because you think you're in too deep. Oh, I've worked at that company for 10 years. I'd be giving up everything that I put in. What are you talking about? You're miserable. I've been with there's a 29-year-old woman right now watching who's been dating the same guy for 11 years, and she knows he's a fucking idiot. But she's been in it for 11 years. She's like, oh, I'm 29. What am I gonna go fucking on Tinder now? And I'm almost 30. And like, what am I gonna be? Like, if you're in too deep with something that's wrong, you need to get the fuck out. What are you do? This is insanity what people do, Aaron. What are you gonna double down on what you know is fucked up? You know you hate your job. You know your idea is stupid. You know you're not happy in your relationship. And because you've done it wrong for 7 years, you're now deciding that you're going to do it forever? The fuck are we talking about? So no, he's not in too deep. He's 37 years old. He may not want to be starting over, but do you think it was fun for me after spending 12 years, 100 hours a week, taking a local liquor store to the .com leader in its industry, building a business from $3 to $60 million, that I had to start this company in another company's conference room because I couldn't afford to pay rent? Do you think that was like fun? So I give advice that I live. That's that. Everybody, Alien Manny 11, Heartless Archive. I need all of you to go to GaryVee.com/whatnot. I need all of you to go to GaryVee.com/whatnot. Amber Rose Brown, get over here, GaryVee.com/whatnot. This is where you get to ask your questions. This is where you get giveaways. Rips!
Yes.
Give this right now. Is this a blaster pack? Yep. These were $22 last night. We're giving this away for free right now. Throw it up. Who's here on Whatnot for the first time, and how did you get here? Say new, colon, and how you got here. Text, from my Instagram Live, from YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, so we're running into an issue where your audio's not pulling through this again. It started when we started the stream for some reason, so just so you know, audio's not going to come through the headphones.
What's that?
I'm going to try and reset.
Hold on. Stop for a second. What is happening first? I want to know.
The audio from the board, when we started this, it disconnected from the board.
Okay.
So the audio that you hear from guests that come in will not be through your headphones, and they're hearing you through.
Got it. Let me see how it feels. Heard. Before we fuck with things, let me see how it feels. Throw the first person on the screen. Everybody, mugs are in the store. If you want one of these mugs, it's right down there. If you've never been on Whatnot and you've never bought anything on Whatnot, there's a little yellow notepad here. Click it and then hit the VF15 white button. That takes $15 off. You can literally get this mug for $5. And finally, do you see this little gray giveaway button? Click that. We're literally giving you free money. And literally 200 of you more than 200, 300 of you have not hit this. Hit this, hit this, hit this if you're on Whatnot. And for everybody else on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, you're not here. You're not with me. How are you?
Volume on this.
I'm well. What's your name? I can hear you. What's your name?
I'm Mama Bear. I'm not officially doxed by full name. Some people have heard my name in spaces. I'm Christina, but I go by Mama Bear because of my husband's job. I've trying to get my mom to stream with me, whether it's in spaces, wherever. My dad passed at the end of January.
I'm sorry to hear that.
56 and a half years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks. I watch you with your dad, and I'm like, yeah, you get it. Like, I know you do, because that's my parents.
Of course.
They're my favorite people in the world, and we're moving, so I'm trying to get my mom. I built a place so she can come stay with us, and I just want her around. And I'm trying to get her to understand, being a missionary and a preacher's kid and all that stuff. My mom's like, I really like your Gary guy, but he drops ugly. It's definitely it's challenging, right? Because she said, what do I have to give? What's my purpose? What's left for me to do? Your dad was my purpose. You kids were my purpose, and now I have nothing. I said, well, I have 3 of your 7 grandchildren living in my town, 2 of them at my house. Just come and do life. Just come and do life. And I feel like she could give so much to not just our generation, right? Because she did it. Like, your parents are still doing it. But they have so much to give and to pour out to our people. And that's really my heart. I just want her around me. I want people to know how great she is.
So listen, I know a lot of you out there love Mama Bear, as do I, so it's great to see you. Look, I think you're a genius. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I think you know my content well enough to know what I'm about to say. I believe the 75 to 100-year-olds are the most important group of people that should be posting on social media. My biggest plea is that we get a lot more 75 to 100-year-olds to understand they have the most to contribute. In fact, I would argue the biggest issue in the world right now is that we have lost the moral compass, the civility, the grace, the sense of community, and definitely the wisdom that 75 to 100-year-olds hold. And I believe that we have just lived through the era of 14 to 22-year-olds that have become famous and have taken advantage of social. And I believe the next group that is going to take advantage of this is the 75 to 100-year-old crew. I think we will have a plethora of 75, 79, 84, 91-year-old influencers if we continue to have incredible children like you pushing our parents to do this. You're 100% right. Well, Mama, the good news is, Mama, you know this. The good news is everybody 8 to 88 feels insecure. What do I have to give? What do I have to give? Until they realize.
I'm almost 50.
Yeah.
Insecure, right?
Yeah. I mean, but
No makeup, and here I am. Hello, Gary.
Mama, I got a good one for you. I think the way you get her going is you tell her you're going to interview her every morning with 5 questions. I think most people struggle to start, but if they are interviewed, they can start.
Yes, I struggled to start because my ADD is undiagnosed till I was 40. It's been a challenge.
Mama, I actually think it's your advantage. I actually think we have ADD and ADHD misunderstood right now, and we are over-medicining incredible magic. XXX1, congrats on your win here. Let's clap it up for XXX1.
Everybody's win.
Yeah, Mama, I think you've got that wrong. I actually think that that's your strength. I actually would argue that most people that break out to other humans have some level of that because it's magic.
It is.
It's magic.
I see people. I know the struggle, right? I know how hard
I couldn't even comprehend what I would have been diagnosed with as a child. They would have put me.
Oh, no, you and I we totally would have been. Like,
I was standing on tables. I was selling in the back of the room. I was interrupting teachers. My friend Ken Scelfo my friend Ken Scalfo's senior year breakfast took the mic and said, what do you remember about high school? His answer was, I remember the first day of the beginning of the year and in midterms when we would try to figure out, like when we have new classes, that he prayed that I would be in his class because I was good for wasting 7 to 13 minutes of every class through sheer being me. So, look, I think that you...
Dumb in school, so I get it.
Yeah, listen, Mama, you need to tell her you're going to interview her. And let me say something out about moms like your mom. You need to just take full action. If she does not come and move, I think you need to hire kidnappers. I'm not kidding. I think strange men should just grab your mom, throw a paper bag over her head, and have her show up to your house. I'm not kidding.
I just send her a ticket. I really do. I just tell her, I'm like, Mama, I got your ticket. You're coming this time to this time. I got a whole room set up. We're going to go shopping. We have to go thrifting, right, to buy
That's it.
The right furniture for her space. And we're just going to, I'm just.
That's it.
Do life with us.
That's it.
You're she poured into us.
Mama, I gotta thank the Flip Raid people that just came in from the Flip Raid, but I'm telling you, Flip Raid, let's clap it up for the Flip Raid. That inspires me, Mama, that inspires me. I'm giving away a Karma Kiwi Squishmallow from VeeFriends signed, because this will flip for real money on the eBays. Rips, put it up, Karma Kiwi Squishmallow right now for free giveaway. It is up. Click it right here. Flip Raid. Welcome to Tea with GaryVee. This is where I answer questions. Aaron, get on the mics.
All right, I have a question from Mike. My boss is forcing me to do a Whatnot stream on Saturday, or he says he'll fire me. Any advice for my first show?
All right, one more time. What is it?
From Mike, my boss is forcing me to do a Whatnot stream on Saturday.
Yeah.
He says he'll fire me.
Yeah.
Any advice for Mike?
Yes, Mike, let me give you personal advice. If you were watching yesterday, this is the Mike that's asking this question. Mike, couple things. For you, like what's going on right now behind the scenes, right? Obviously, something's not exactly the way you want it, right? You got me, Sid's hanging over you. What's good is you need to, what I was just watching you while I was doing my show.
Yep.
What you've progressed on, though you're feeling some stress right now, like you were feeling stress, you're better than you were 6 months ago where you would have been really stressed.
It's very true.
Right? You've gotten more comfortable. You've contextualized things. Even though I know you wanted everything on the switchboard to be perfect today, as soon as that one thing broke, you were like, fuck, right? And you this and that, but you've kept your composure in a better way than you would have 6 months ago. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, G.
You're welcome. Now, you take that same growth and you bring it to Whatnot on Saturday. You're right. I will want, and I mean this, Mike, and I mean it on my children's health. I, Gary Vaynerchuk, will 100% fire you on Monday morning if you do not do a Whatnot garage sale from your house on Saturday.
I'm excited. What's going to happen?
I'm excited too, because either I'm going to make an example of you that will help millions of people. I'll feel bad for you and I'll help you get another job, but I will be able to use you as an example to help millions of people.
Yep.
Right? Because we'll clip it yesterday and then this clip, and then
sure.
I'll make another video and be like, he was fired. We'll show your desk, right?
Yep.
Or you are going to make $913 this Saturday selling shit you do not need. Shit that is collecting dust. Shit that you forgot about. Shit that you never used. And that's going to be happy and you're going to learn stuff through it. So my advice for you is to commit to it all day. My advice is for you to start going on Whatnot tonight, tomorrow, and looking at how people do it differently than how we do it. Start finding your inventory tonight, looking around the house, gathering your stuff. What are you going to talk about? And I'm telling you, you know I said it yesterday, the Andy Anderson to Zachary Zasloff DMing people, and then post on your social and be like, and use me, be like, guys, fucking Gary's making me, can you please tune in? So you just get a little bit of action.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And there you go.
I appreciate you.
You got it, brother. People are asking for what your Whatnot name is. I'm not telling you, everyone, because I don't want you to just like like Jeremy and Ross think they're like so good at Whatnot, but they're not. They like just siphon the VeeFriends community and everybody was just buying from them as a real thank you to me through a proxy of them. So I don't want to do that. I don't like this entitlement.
Growth.
I want you to earn it.
Yeah, I like that.
All right?
So, Chief, here's what's happening with the audience, which is only Whatnot can hear the guests.
Only one not can hear the guests. I like that.
Yeah.
I actually like that. Everybody, I'm just got the update for everybody on Instagram. The Black Dove, Nate, Carmel, Michelle on TikTok, Fido, Kudos, Paul. This is actually how I want to do it from now on. From now on, everybody, on my other socials, you can't hear the guests that I have on Whatnot. Only people on Whatnot can. This is good because you're now having a worst situation, a not as good experience, which should motivate you to, I don't know, go to the URL on the huge yellow fucking banner that's sitting across the fucking middle of the video. In fact, I want you to move the banner for the next episode or even right now in real time and cover my face. I want the experience to be even worse. I need people to understand that they need to fucking get over here. Fatty Melon, I know you can hear me now, but when I have guests on Whatnot, which is what I'm on right now, you won't be able to hear them. Patrick, who said go Pacers. Can we block Patrick, who said go Pacers in TikTok, please? All right, let's keep going on with the show. Aaron, you're up.
All right. A man with debt asks, it seems everywhere you look, you're hearing people get into things like OnlyFans and other forms of virtual sex work and making tons of money. Do you think it's a good idea to get into that to make ends meet / gain wealth?
I am not a fan of judging people's moral compasses unless they do something incredibly egregious, right? Murder, like real, like this is something where many people would judge. I struggle to judge. I don't think it's my duty. Hold on 1 second. Somebody just won. Who won? Akil? Where did I put it? Where's the giveaway?
Was it the Carbon Kiwi?
Yep. Let's clap it up. Who just won? Ashkeel or something like that? Let's go. Big winner. There we go. So look, do I think they should? No, I don't think anybody should do anything. Do I think that they're allowed because they're a human being and trying to get out of debt? They're allowed. If something is legal by the country standards that you work in, that is a data point. Everybody here on this, everybody watching right now has a different moral compass. Mama Bear's mom thinks that cursing is bad. We just heard that. I do not. I do not think Mama Bear's mom is right, but here's a big one. I don't necessarily think I'm right. This is just life. So what do I think? I think first, it's hard. I love this idea of I'll just do OnlyFans or I'll represent OnlyFans. Like, it's hard. Everything's hard. Everything's hard. So I personally think live social shopping, I'm not bullshitting. Well, Mike's going to do this Saturday. I think everybody who's watching me on Whatnot right now who needs money should do a virtual garage sale this Saturday. They should literally go live with 4 people. Remember, they can have 50 people if they text everybody the URL to their show. If they don't know how to set up a show, they can chat GPT it. How do I set up a show on Whatnot to sell stuff around my house? Like, I'm done hearing excuses. Now that you have chat GPT and you have Google, you should never say, I don't know how. And they should work. And so anyway, I want everybody to do their first show on Saturday. 3 months to Whatnot is flooded. Yeah, MJ Designs, everything gets flooded. So if it's in 3 months, start now. And by the way, when it's flooded, whoever's best wins. There are people going viral today on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and they're super flooded. That's it. All right, I'm ready for somebody else on the show. Everybody on social, get over here, GaryVee.com/whatnot. I'm about to do another giveaway. In fact, I'm going to do it right now as a shout out to my son, who's a big Mets fan. A Pete Alonso GaryVee rookie card, CGC 10. This is going for free right now. Mets Nation, stand up. Pete's having an MVP-like season. This card's worth some money. This is free money. A lot of people would love to have this. Just click the giveaway. My friend, Ray!
Hey, Gary, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Ray? It's so good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great.
Awesome. First time on Whatnot. Glad to be here. I get your emails. Followed you for years, as you know.
Yeah, we're longtime friends.
Check it out, brother. So congratulations to what you're doing and the platform. My question to you, Gary, and again, it's just excited to be here and see you, is what do you tell people, that's people like me, whose family still, I've been married 31 years, 2 adult children, my daughter's about to give birth in a few months.
By the way, can we just stop for a minute? When Ray, Ray just said he's been married for 31 years. I need everybody to look at Ray's face. Ray looks 27. He literally got married at -4. Ray literally got married at -4. What do you mean you've been married for 31 fucking years, Ray?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my wife, Ronnie, you may not remember. You were
I remember.
with the toes.
I remember.
Never forget it. She still doesn't like you because you talked about her toes. Years later.
Send her my love.
I will do that, Gary. But what do you tell people who, in my church, my family relationships, they still ask me, do you get off on Columbus Day? They still ask me, are you looking for a job? They still ask me kind of what I do. Thoughts, comments on that? It's been so long.
It's a great question.
Let it go, but it still kind of annoys me a bit.
Why does it annoy you, Ray? Let's go there, actually.
I guess maybe I feel a bit less than when they have their jobs at McKinsey.
Why are you putting their opinions above yours?
I don't have a good answer for that. It just feels you feel left out. Maybe you want to feel normal,
Yeah, I mean,
feel like everybody else.
yeah, listen, Ray, I've watched your journey for 15 years. You and I grew up in that early Twitter era together. It blows my mind that you would feel this way. I hate that for you. It's what's good about you is like it's not destroying you. You have what I would call micro insecurities. Micro insecurities. Got it, my brother?
I like that.
Ray, you are one of the people that I know of, the way I know, that should least be feeling this way. You've been a digital pioneer. You're a tremendously good man. You work hard. You have very good intent. You're talented. And I'd like to hope that I've earned the ability that my words about you matter. Probably not as much as your inner circle, but I hope they carry some weight. And I can tell you that I am thrilled to sit down with all these people at church and your family picnics and debate them to why I think you're better than.
Gary, I appreciate you, man. You made my day, brother. I'm going to carry this with me for a while.
It's really true, Ray, man. It's really true shit, though, man. You really deserve the words that came out. I've watched you work. I've watched you MC. I've watched you make content. I've watched you do it the right way. The reason you're kind of quote unquote still around, you know this, Ray, educate the kids here. In 2006, 7, 8 Twitter, when I first hit the scene, that whole crew of all the personalities that were out there that were gaining followers, I was so high energy, so over the top, so from a different angle with the wine stuff. The way that people talked about me in those circles, for a lot of those people, they thought I was the most likely to be a flash in the pan because I came in so hot, right? When you come in hot, you fade out hot.
Yes, correct.
I would argue from that era, I've probably been the one that has most gone on to do the thing, or definitely in the mix. And I think that what I admire about you is you, like me, have been a good guy the whole way. And a lot of those people haven't. A lot of those people try to do the wrong things along the way with their audiences. So, I don't know, man. Like, I think you're great. And I think the reason that you feel that way is you still feel a little insecurity, just enough to it being an annoyance. Thank God, not a cancer. And I think that hopefully you'll use this exact moment together to put the final nail in the coffin and be like, I appreciate your opinion because I love you. No, I'm saying this is you saying this to your people. I appreciate you, church lady. I appreciate you, church lady, because you love me and I love you back. But you were raised and your DNA was to be conservative and safe, and mine was to be creative and entrepreneurial. And that's a beautiful thing because we can coexist.
And Gary, you're right about that. They want the safety.
Of course it is.
That is what it is. They want the safety.
Of course. Salve Toys with the big win on the Pete Alonso rookie. Let's clap that up for Salve Toys. That's it. That's exactly right, Ray. They want the safety. They are more fear-based than you are, believe it or not. And they are trying to impose their fear on you. Ray, they are trying to impose their fear on you. In fact, church is very good at selling fear.
For sure.
And hope, which is at its best, it sells tremendous hope. But I like looking under the hood. I watch religious actions on the internets in all different forms of churches and places of worship. And I will tell you, those organizations have gotten really good at guilt and fear. They've gotten really good at it. Now, they've done really good at hope and all that, but as someone who is trying to crusade for optimism, hope, and happiness, exactly right, Dalton, which doesn't honor God. The hypocrisy I see day to day in religious characters and institutions fascinates me. Also, my favorite people are the ones who are canceling each other on both the left and right side, which is literally against everything that these highly religious... My favorite thing is to watch someone on Twitter cancel someone because they don't see the world the same way, and then I go on their account, and it's John 3:14, and it's a fucking cross, and it's a fucking this. You motherfuckers have completely misinterpreted the game. So anyway...
On behalf of us Christians,
yeah.
forgive those people, because you're right. I know many of them, and that's not...
Ray,
Jesus.
every religion, Christian, Muslim, Jew, like, it's all the same shit. All they're all trying to tell you is be nice, even in the face of someone not being nice, and you motherfuckers went the other way. I have a character in VFriends called Be the Bigger Person. And I'm watching the entire world be the smaller person. Everything's good if someone agrees with you, but the second when someone doesn't agree with you, you guys all get real fucked up real fast. Anyway, Ray, they're scared, and they're trying to impose their fear on you. Keep living, bro. I'm proud of you. I'm genuinely proud of you, and I have a lot of love for you.
I receive it. Thanks.
See you, bro.
Bye-bye.
All right, good stuff. All right, what do we got? We got sticker packs. I want to give one of these. Actually, can I do a flash sale? I want to teach people what a flash sale is. It's another thing, friends, when you do a show. So these are $14.99. These are epic stickers, laptop stickers. So yeah, if you're a newbie, by the way, if you've never bought on Whatnot, say never. I want you to click literally this yellow tab, and in that yellow tab is a white button. Click that. That's VF15. That will take $15 off. But no. I want to flash sale this. Rips. I want to flash sale these stickers for less than $14.99 because I think a lot of people are ready to buy something. I want you to take, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Do not buy them yet, friends. I'm going to flash sale them. Do not buy the stickers yet. I'm going to flash sale them. Give me that and give me that. Yep.
They got to use the code, the coupon. Don't forget to press the show notes.
I just hit
Don't make a
something.
mistake. Tell me when you want to do it.
I am ready to do it right now. You can get this for literally for free. $8.99! $8.99 for the next minute and 25 seconds. Just click down below. $8.99. Are you kidding me? You will get it for free if you use the code. All right, Aaron, I'm ready.
All right.
What's
Next
that?
question.
Oh, they're sold out? Oh, shit. No, it's fine. I like a sellout. All right, sold out. All right, let's clap up a sellout. All right, let's put the mug back on because everybody needs their Y2K mug. I'm drinking out of my Y2K mug. It's got the hustling hamster on it. There he is. And look how fucking badass the Confident Cobra is. This is the best mug you will ever buy. All right, everybody, please get over to GaryVee.com/whatnot. Get over here right now. Everybody's asking questions. I can't see you. I need you on Whatnot. I will see you if you come to Whatnot. GaryVee.com/whatnot. Expedite. I'm selling a mug, but I'm building VFriends. Aaron, fire away.
All right, next question. What should my first post on social media platforms, specifically TikTok, say or look like to get people's attention? I'm wanting to share and sell my art as well as curate other art. Should I just introduce myself and what I hope to achieve with the account? How should I strategize?
Yeah, that's fine. That's great. Say hello. It's not about your first post. It's not about your third post. It's not about your 19th post. It's about posting every day until the content that works, and then you double down on it while still keeping a small percentage for creativity and exploratory, and on and on and on and on. Me and Sid and Pablo were fucking on text last night at 11 o'clock at night debating Saudi Arabia this, Qatar this, non-users this, 36 to 64 that. Like, it's a forever fucking game. I was doing this. Pablo, how old are you? I was fucking doing this when Pablo was 3. Now I'm here with Pablo at 11 o'clock at night debating how to do it better. It's a forever fucking game. I don't give a shit what your first post is. Your first post on social media could be this. Hi, I'm Karen. That's it. That's the fucking post. That could be the post. By the way, that post will likely do way better than anything else you would do. I'm going to say it again. That post. Hi, everybody. I'm Karen. I'm an artist. And that post will likely get more views than everything else you would do. Yeah, I'm going to do a GaryVee one right now. Hey, everybody. I'm GaryVee, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to start again because I want it clean. Hey, everybody. I'm GaryVee, and I'm an entrepreneur. Clip that. I have a funny feeling it's going to cry. In fact, here's why life is life. That might lead to everyone doing it, like the all-in chat, like the ALS chat, like the bucket chat, like that clip, which I'm going to post tomorrow, has a chance of creating an entire meme. It probably will. That's it. People don't get it. People do not get it. You know why? People are not as creative as I am. People are not as confident as I am. People are not as patient as I am. And it's just not me. There are millions like me. Creative, curious, confident, patient. And you know what happens to all those people? Good shit. Right, Jason? Creative, confident, patient, those people win. Curious, right? Those are good traits. You agree? Thank you, Jason. All right, let's go on to the next question, Aaron.
All right. How do you build an audience that actually cares, not just follows?
By caring about them first. How do you build an audience that actually cares? By you actually caring. What am I doing right now in the meta? What am I doing right now? Is it lost on all of you that this hour could be used for bigger money making? Is it lost on you? Like, it's depth. It's, do you know how many people, the amount of people right here, right now that are trying to get to 1 million followers who have 613, who don't even reply to the people that leave comments on their posts now and do not reply to every DM they get, which is 3 a week. It blows my mind. Everybody is selfish. Everybody wants it for them. I want followers. I want fame. I want the money. How do you get them to fucking care? By you caring first. Why do you think you love your parents so much when it's healthy? They loved you first. They fucking loved you first. Whoever loves first wins. That's some shit right there. All right, I'm ready for somebody on the screen. Everybody on other socials, you will not hear this person because you do not follow directions on the humongous yellow bar. Do we have someone? There we go. Oh. Love you back, Dustin Bingham. Can't wait to see you in a couple weeks. Somebody else? All right, Aaron, you go next while they're pulling up the next person.
All right, next question.
And you can throw that person anytime and I'll play with it.
Okay. This is from Josh. I started my financial services agency nearly 3 years ago, but growth has been slower than I expected. While I'm committed to pushing forward, frustration is creeping in, and I'm sometimes wondering if I'm missing my window to turn things around. One of my biggest struggles is comparing myself to others who have scaled their businesses much faster. How do I shift my mindset and stay focused on my own journey without getting caught up in external benchmarks?
That's a great question. By becoming more disciplined, the fact that he's self-aware and realizes this is happening is huge. He's clearly consuming my content. I pray, I plead, I push, I hope, I stress. I do all those things to get everyone here to stop comparing themselves to others. Comparison, envy, jealousy is destroying your fucking life. Envy and jealousy, comparison, is destroying so many of yours life. Please, please stop doing that. It is destroying you. Now, 3 years in, frustrated, he might not be good enough. Like, we have to start having this conversation. Not all of you are destined to be good entrepreneurs. And he's got to try different shit. Who's on? Savannah, do you see me?
I do.
All right, I don't see you. I think the camera's pointed to the ceiling. There you are. I'll be right with you, Savannah. Give me 1 second. He might not be good enough. He needs to do content. I plead to everyone, content daily, content daily. Why? That's how you get new business. Do you think that he's texted everyone in his phone, Andy Anderson to Zachary Zazzaloff, and said, hey, do you or anybody you know need someone in financial service? Do you think he did that? I don't. Do you think? I don't. So I've given everybody the tactics. You start a business and you want to sell shit. Like Savannah might just ask now about art, if that's her art or something else. Like, if you want to sell something, you have to text everyone in your phone. Vulnerably and authentically, like I showed the other day. Hey, maybe not art for you. I'm not asking for you to buy my art, though I'd be happy if I did. You got to be honest with them. But if you know someone that loves buying art, can you pass on my link? Like, do people go from A to Z in their phone to sell? And do people make social media content every day to sell? The answer is everybody watching right now, many of them, the thousands that are now watching as I look at all the numbers, many of them have heard this shit from me for a decade, but they haven't executed. It doesn't matter if you listen to me. It matters if you do what the fuck I'm telling you to do. Savannah, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm quite well. Where are you from?
I'm from Missouri.
Very nice.
Yep. So my question for you, which I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I've been following you for many, many, many years. I'm 36.
Amazing.
I used to absolutely say GaryVee, that guy. Like, I was one of those people that was like, early 2000, well, mid 2006, 2010. That era.
Was it too aggressive, or was I poking at things that were insecurities and you didn't like that part, or was it the cursing, or what was it?
No, I think it was just maybe the too aggressive, but more so I was in 1820s, early 20s.
Sure.
So I was, trying to live life.
I get it. Go ahead.
So my question right now is, how do you approach adapting your marketing strategies in times of personal transition or growth, especially when you feel closely tied to your identity, like your business is closely tied to your identity?
And that's, what's, Savannah, you want to hear something crazy? This is like batshit crazy in my opinion. I think a lot of people are about to be like, whoa, in the chat. Do you know that none of my professional success is that I feel that is my identity? Do you know that I'm completely detached from GaryVee? Like, you would be so, I know that most people don't believe me right now, and I think in 20 years they will. Like, maybe when I just disappear and become a hermit and just hang with 5 people. I think people would be flabbergasted if I wish technology and AI could show you my feelings right now in like written form. You like that, D? Because all of you would shit your pants right now and faint on seeing if there was AI that was a lie detector test that could show you all the truth, and I was attached to it right now, and Aaron asked me or you asked me, Gary, how much of your self-worth, how much of your identity is attached to your professional success since 1994? The answer is almost none. It's my passion. I like the game of it. It's my hobby. It's what I enjoy to do when I wake up until I fall asleep. But I do not get validation from how many followers I get, how much admiration I get, how much I get validation from how people in my inner circles feel about me as a human being. My parents, my family, my inner family, and then all the way in the last tier is the tier that's right around me. The people that work closely with me who know, and who get asked all the time, what's he really like? That is where I get my validation from. Who am I as a human being? And so, that's just a fun starting point, Savannah, to think about, which is like, before I tell you the second part of the question of like you're already attached to it, how do we deal with it? The question becomes, can you start the process to get detached from it?
Yeah, and honestly, like I don't struggle so much with that, but my clients do. And so then because I'm a marketing strategist and I help them with their social and business stuff. I'm in healthcare management and I do a lot online for people. But I feel like that's kind of the thing that we run into a lot when I'm working with them is
well, I want followers, or I want this, or I want that, but then, you know, I try and hone them back down to what it really is, and they're the ones struggling with them, but I don't know how to get them through that.
The way you get someone through something is conviction, not convincing. What you're probably doing, which is what most humans do, is you're trying to say things to them to convince them how to see it different. The reason I think I've been effective, and what I see how my mother mothered me, which is what I use, and how other things have worked when I've looked at it, is my conviction, my belief in what I believe in, is what actually gets people there. So what do you do for all of them? You don't waver, and you remind them. Like, when I'm at wit's end with someone, I remind them that they are not my child, and I actually don't give a fuck. After giving so many fucks, you know, my main strategy is give unlimited fucks, and then when I hit a tipping point where I see that someone's just coddled or entitled or lacks, you know, lacks accountability, then I'll try an off-speed pitch. It's like a fucking pitcher, you know? I'm throwing fastballs. I'm like, okay, the fastballs, they're hitting home runs on. In this scenario, means it's not working. Then I'm going to throw a 70-mile-per-hour curveball. My curveball, after giving so much love and optimism and push, is to say, okay, we're now at a crossroads. Like, if this is your client, you're like, hey, I've been talking to you about this for 6 months. Let me say it this way. I don't care if you don't do this. You will continue to fail. And in fact, there's a scenario where I will resign you as a client because I can see here nothing will get done. The best therapists in the world fire their clients that aren't listening. Which is why there's so many bullshit therapists in the world. Because they don't fire when they should fire. I don't believe that I am the person for everyone, Savannah. I do not believe that GaryVee is the person that is going to get everyone there, because some people won't accept my energy, my style, who I am. There are people who eliminate me right away because I'm a 49-year-old white male, and they're like, no. I'm like, that's fine. That's why I invented VFriends. My 250 characters are going to get you there. And if that doesn't work, next. And so, you know, that's it. You know, that's it. So I think conviction over convincing is something you should try, and then some hard love sometimes. Well, so maybe it needs to be the other part then. Maybe you might be someone who's going to hard love too quickly, because I can tell you love and optimism and hope get people there more than hard love. People think hard love is the answer. Hard love is what you do when you have done sustained love, hope, and optimism for years. So consider maybe you're going to hard love too soon too. That might be something to think about. I only go to hard love after it's like fucking 7 trillion, you know, like pieces, like, you know what I mean? Like, hard love is last resort. And I think a lot of people start with hard love. Hope, let this be very clear to everybody. The only thing that gets you out of bad places is not tough love. It is hope. It is optimism. It is positivity. And once you deposit a ton of that into someone, sometimes hard love from the depositor of hope will trigger and activate all that love. But until you put all that love into somebody, hard love isn't going to get it fucking done.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Savannah. All right.
Next question from Corey. I just landed a dream position as a business development manager in sales, but higher pay equals higher expectations. I feel an imposter syndrome brewing, and I'm not sure why. I have done this successfully with other companies, just not at this large of a scale. It's the size of opportunity I've been praying for, but now that I have it, it feels like I don't have the confidence experience I had in previous roles. What are the most important things I can start doing to become more confident in my current role to crush this opportunity?
You should surround yourself with people and content and potentially therapy that is only based on confidence and optimism and positivity. This person is insecure. Imposter syndrome is a word I hate, as you know. It is a modern word that we used to make it feel better to not say the truth. Imposter syndrome is fucking contemporary slang for insecure. Every one of you motherfuckers on here right now who like to throw around imposter syndrome, I need you to get that word out of your fucking mouth, and I need you to say, I am deeply insecure. Period. We've become incredibly good in the last 5 years of coming up with all sorts of new fucking words to make us feel better about our shortcomings. Get imposter syndrome out of your fucking mouth, because it is a Band-Aid to you solving your actual problem, which is you are insecure. And good news, that is okay. You're allowed. We all are insecure in certain things. I am insecure in hanging a picture in my wall. I do not like to be handy. I'm insecure. I'm insecure at surfing and skiing and skateboarding, any lower waist maneuvers. I'm tremendous above the waist, have great hand-eye coordination, racket sports, fucking darts, pool. I go below the waist. I'm not athletic enough. I'm not coordinated enough. No soccer, no fucking surfing, no fucking, and I'm going to work on that. That is my big goal from 50 to 60. I want to get better and more athletic and more talented below the waist.
May I have your attention, please? This is your Fire Life Safety Director. In accordance with New York City Fire Department regulations, we are conducting emergency action.
We're very respectful about fire alarms around here.
24th, 23rd, and 24th.
I am doing more squats, Megan. It's been huge for me. Building up my glutes has been huge. All right. Rips, do you have a blaster box for me? A $125 blaster box. Everybody who's watching on social media, I'm looking at you now. This is a blaster box. This is $125 right now. I am building the next Pokemon. Marvel. This is going to be huge. This is going to be valuable. This is going to be fun to collect. This is going to be something you and your kids could get into. I am giving this away for free right now, but I'm doing it on Whatnot. All of you, Fresh Start, Chris Rupert, Carlo Rossi, on LinkedIn and YouTube. All of you, Mind Vibe, Jeff Stage, Jennifer May, OSB Lifestyle, Robin Agee, all your mutual friend on TikTok, all of you. I am Crystal Salt, Neil, Sharif, Franco C, FM Forever, Robert GL, all of you have to come to GaryVee.com/whatnot right now. I'm going to wait a minute for you to download the app. All of you, Dean, Spencer, FM, Robert, all of you have to go to GaryVee.com/whatnot right now. I expect this, there's 540 of you on Whatnot. I'm not going to do this until I have 700 because there are thousands of you out there. Get over here right now. LinkedIn user, Melissa Torres, all of you right now, Trip to Artist, all of you, GaryVee.com/whatnot. When you get here on Whatnot, go in the chat and say you just came over from whichever platform you just came over from. Say new, just came over from XYZ. I need everybody here in Whatnot to hit the share button and the boost button. I am about to give away this $130 booster box, and if you hold it for a long time, it'll be even better than that. This is free fucking money. This is your opportunity. Don't fuck it up. Next question.
All right. Hi, Gary. Huge fan. I have so many business ideas and already working on one. Should I stop everything and only focus on one? I'm afraid of missing out.
Both can work. You're going to miss out if you don't do. Ideas is not doing. Pondering is not doing. A vision board is not doing. A list is not doing. I don't give a fuck if she does 10 things or one thing. I just need her to do. Got it? If she picks one, good. If she picks two, good. I'm building two businesses. I'm building VaynerX and VFriends hard right now. Hard. Sometimes I do one. Wine Library. I'm also building VaynerWatt. I'm also building fucking the VCR restaurant group, Flyfish, Little Maven. If you come to New York, go to Flyfish Club, or actually can't get in there, you have to be a club member. Go to Little Maven. Everybody Google Little Maven NYC. I expect you to eat there ASAP. People don't do because they're scared, Aaron. They'd rather say I'm working on 5 businesses than failing on one. Got it? Everybody's not doing because they're scared to fail. You ever watch little kids? Does anybody have kids under 10? Say 10 in the chat right now, and Adrian, put up the cartoon. Your 2 daughters, I don't know if you've noticed, Does one of them not want to play certain games and shies away from it? Because this has been very big in my kids' journey, my siblings' journey, and my nephews and nieces and cousins' journey. There are people, watch carefully, they will say they don't want to play. They're insecure, and we need to attack that now. If you have a child who shies away from playing Monopoly, who shies away from playing soft, if your child does not want to play a game, it means they're scared to lose. It is one of the most important things to attack. It's something a lot of people right now don't understand. I'm so glad somebody just said my son never wants to play. People don't get it. I'm telling you right now, if it is competition, if there's a winner and a loser, pay attention if your kid does not want to play. It means they're scared. You must address it. Also, if you have a 10-year-old, we just put up the link, vfriends.com/cartoons. Can everybody in LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram, could all of you just type in vfriends.com/cartoons so people can start to join? All right, I'm about to do this giveaway. How many people we have? 580. We're not moving.
How do you address it?
How do you address it? You force them to play. You fucking force them. They're going to cry. But once they learn it's not so scary to lose, you address it by suffocating. We must put these kids in tougher positions. When you know what most parents are doing now? When they see it, if they even recognize it, they're like, oh, that's okay, Susan. It doesn't matter anyway. What the fuck are you talking about? It matters the most. Winning and losing is life. The fuck do you think's going on out here? Winning and losing is the only thing. Literally, parents have said it doesn't matter. It's the actual reverse. It's the only thing. But here's the key that everybody got mixed up. Losing in something doesn't mean you're a loser. It means you understand merit. It means you understand real life. It means you understand consequences and merit and talent and circumstance. Yeah, Robert GL, brother, I'm telling you. This is real. This is why we have so much anxiety, depression, and suicide. We have taught people that winning and losing doesn't matter, which creates indifference and becomes entitlement and becomes blame. All these wonderful moms and dads who are trying to make it so sweet for their kids are about to get shit on by these kids in their 20s for saying, Mom and Dad, you fucked me up. Do you know how devastating that is for an entire generation of parents who tried to make it nice? Parents, winning and losing is the only thing. How do you address it? You fucking make little Ricky play Monopoly and get his ass kicked and be like, little Ricky, you actually are bad at math. We need to get a tutor. Real shit, Rips. And boy, do I know how many parents right now are like, no. They don't like what I'm saying right now. I used to like Gary. I don't like this. You don't like this.
Do you want to try the minifigure flash sale for anyone who's still here?
What's that?
Minifigure flash sale for anyone who's about you or no?
No, I want to give this away. Let's give this away, even though nobody listened. I'm so pissed at all of you at social. In fact, if you're watching on social right now on Instagram and TikTok, this is the end. I am not live streaming this show anymore on other platforms. Fuck you. All right, let's give this away on Whatnot. That's it. You will never see this show again. All of you that are right now on all these platforms. Christian Golden, I love you back. I don't like your live. I get it. Well, you don't have to be here. That's fair. Right here. Here we go. By the way, on the record, I will definitely be on every other platform in the future. But you won't be able to get this for free. Here we go. The giveaway's up.
300 people have not entered.
What's that?
260 people have not entered.
Thank you so much, Lex. I love all of you so damn much. All right, Rips, what do you want to do? You want to flash sale all the mini figurines?
I don't feel like a lot of people have had the chance to buy their first thing.
What am I doing with all these people? Where am I sending them right now?
Courtney's going to be live doing a wheel show at LSE.
Oh, I love it. You guys are about to be in for a treat. How many people collect Pokemon, comic books, trading cards, and want to get into a new hobby, especially one that teaches their kids good attributes like, gratitude gorilla, patient panda, be the bigger person, common sense cow. One of the great parents in here who are OGs and collect V-Friends, please tell everybody how fun it's been to be able to talk to your kids about these important attributes. When you open a pack of V-Friends trading cards, there's a $125 box in the free giveaway right now. There's 612 of you watching, and only 394 of you have literally clicked this. Click this. Are you kidding me? Click it. All of you should enter. So when you open up a Karma Kiwi card and then it talks about karma, here's one that all of you need. Every one of you fuckers watching right now should become a huge Decisive Duck fan. You know why? Decisiveness matters. Look at that competitive advantage. Knows the only wrong decision is the one you hesitate on for too long. Aaron, that's like 90% of the questions you've been getting. Decisive Duck is a fucking gangster. Let's go, JQ. Karma Kiwi. Energetic Electric Eel on the yellow refractor. You know how many parents right now have an energetic kid and they're going to listen to these dumb fucking doctors and teachers and put them on medicine when being energetic is their fucking superpower? Fuck. And what about being gutsy? Having some guts. The fucking gutsy gecko with the 5 on its face is here. My friends, VeeFriends is going to change the world because I'm going to fucking change the world. You need to start collecting these motherfuckers because I'm going to fucking do it. And you're going to, all of you are watching me right now. Everybody here who's not collecting VeeFriends Series 1 NFTs and these trading cards and comic books, I'm going to make you fucking pay because you're going to fucking regret like a motherfucker. Like, you know how your grandfather regrets putting a Mickey Mantle rookie card in his bike or throwing out his Superman #1? I'm going to make you fucking regret. I'm building the best collectible brand of all time in your fucking face. And you don't even see it because you think I'm a motivational speaker. I'll see you on the flip side. Let's give this fucking thing away right now. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds. I'm giving because I want to see who wins it. Click this button right up here, the giveaway button right up here. I'm giving you 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Click that button. I want to see that number moving fast. 480? It's not moving fast enough. Good. Oh, Rips, what do you want to do? You want to do these on a flash sale?
$15
all right. Okay, you going to put these up?
$14.40.
$14.40?
Yeah.
All right, for what? For one of them?
Yeah.
Instead of $18.99?
Yeah.
So, all right, these are normally $18.99. We're going to go to $14.40 so you can get it for free. Because if you're on Whatnot right now and you've never bought anything, if you click this little yellow notepad and click that little VF15 white button, it'll put a $15 first-time purchase code in your shopping cart, which will make this product free. So I'm sending you something free for all the newbies right now. For the first time, Rips, put them up. All right, now do the giveaway, Rips, as well. So that flash sale down from 18 for the next minute. For only a minute, you can get these. Go hit it. Yes, pull the winner right now. And the winner of the $125 box is Italy Medina. Wow. Italy Medina. Everybody, thank you so much. We have a huge surprise for you right now. Let Rips do his thing. Watch this. Watch how cool this is. I love you. You have 23 seconds left, everyone, for this ridiculous offer. We're down to the last 20 seconds. Get your free.
A lot of people can get it for $0 if you've never bought before. That was Tea with GaryVee. We're live on VeeFriends all the time. Bookmark the upcoming shows because Gary's going to be live. Hey, on Sunday, you can watch Gary play basketball on live stream. This is going to be over. On Sunday, you can watch Gary live stream his basketball game on Whatnot. On Whatnot right here. And on Friday, what a crazy weekend. Friday, he's live with Walt Frazier, one of the best 75 NBA players of all time. And then he's going to be live. So bookmark the show, guys. Press the VeeFriends logo. Press the VeeFriends logo at the top of our show. Bookmark the upcoming shows. He's playing basketball on Sunday live on Whatnot, dropping 2 big t-shirts, and he's going to be live with Walt Clyde Frazier on Friday. So do not forget here. All right, everyone. We're going to go over to GaryVee's channel right now so you can follow him, and then we're going to raid back to VeeFriends for a big show. So make sure to be a part of it with us. We're going to a VeeFriends big show right now. So